when I was assistant superintendent at Natalia, and she wanted to use my science and math teachers in our middle school, and I said, wow, sounds like a great deal. What, you're going to train our math teachers, and you're going to teach them how to be better math teachers, and teach them how to be better science teachers? That's not going to cost me anything? Great! And you're going to pay them to do it? Anyway, I couldn't see anything wrong with the program at all, and so I put my full support behind it. And when things changed and I became a private consultant, I started working with her and doing the presentations. And well, let me back up. When I was assistant superintendent, I went with her on a couple of road trips and visited a couple of schools that were in the program already. And we noticed right off the bat that some schools had the program going really well and others didn't. And when we talked to the principal of the school that was going really well, the principal knew all about it. And the principal was right there with the teachers helping them. And when we talked to the school that teachers were struggling, principal didn't have a clue who we were or what we were about. So that kind of planted the seed that the principals need to be involved in order for this program to be successful. Hopefully today we'll get to the research that actually shows that. And some of you helped me get that research. So anyway, that's me. Denise? Sorry, no.
That's okay. I do that to everybody else, so it's gonna be right.
Okay.
I'm Denise Kern, and I'm a retired principal from Comal ISD. I retired a year ago, June 30th actually, and by July 5th, my husband said, you really need to find something to do with your time. So then by February, I decided to run for the school board in Comal and was elected.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I think.
Condolences.
Yeah, and in the process of running the campaign, Sandra called me. Interestingly, did not identify herself, just starts talking to me, and she says, well, I'm inclined to vote for you, but I need to know a little bit more about you. So we had this
Tricky.
wonderful conversation, and finally at the end of it, I said, could I ask what your name is? And she's like, oh, I'm Sandra West. I said, aren't you the one that donated the science materials to Mountain Valley my first year as principal? She said, yes, I am. I said, well, my science teacher just practically did backflips when she got all that stuff. Anyway, so then we had many other conversations, and as I was elected, then she said, as soon as you get elected, before that, she said, as soon as you get elected, then after that I want to talk to you about Mix It Up. So she asked if I wanted to mentor principals, and I said, oh, I love that stuff. So
No, I submitted.
that's how I ended up doing this. So I'm an observer and learning right along with the rest of you, but yeah, so I'm here to enjoy and learn.
It's a great resource.
So that's
I'm Greg Mahalik, just recently retired, 29 years teaching science of middle school and high school during that 29 years. I actually met Dr. West 20 some odd years ago when I was doing 2 years as an assistant principal. Met her, I believe at CAST, for administrators, but anyway, I've had contact with her over the last 20 years, had several of her student teachers at Canyon High School in New Braunfels, which is where I spent my last 16 years. So, and then she texted me, a couple weeks before the end of May, wanted to know if I was going to retire, and here I am. So.
He kept threatening to.